Hello, good morning. It's Lawanda, and I am coming to you today to talk to you about an evidence based practice. And the evidence based practice is the KWL, and it is to help with reading comprehension. And the K stands for no, the W stands for what, and the L stands for learned. And this particular evidence-based practice, it is a KWL chart that can be used in a variety of capacities. The graphic organizers help students reflect on a topic that they are reading about and be able to jot down notes about in regards to what they know, what they already know, what they want to know from reading the passage, and what they have learned with reading the passage. This can be used to engage students in a new topic, activate prior knowledge, or even their understanding of a particular topic. When should a teacher use evidence-based practice? This evidence-based practice. Teachers can use this evidence-based practice during reading in small groups, whole groups as well. They can also be used to use the chart prior to teaching a model lesson on a topic as a whole group if they see fit. But it can be used in small group, independent, one-on-one instruction. And what does a teacher need to do to implement this evidence-based practice? In order to implement the KWL chart, the teacher should review the meaning of each column with the students. You can be done as a whole group, small group, one-on-one again. And the K, what you know, W, what you want to know, and L, what you've learned. After reviewing the columns, the teacher should model each example and the goal the group is working towards with the chart, i.e., I can ask and answer questions about a nonfiction text. And in small groups, students should be given a minimum amount of bullet points that should be used for each column. So if it's in the no, write down 5 things or put 5 bullet points on what you already know about a particular passage. In the W column, students can jot down 5 things of what they want to learn about this nonfiction passage, and L, what they learned in reading it. And also, the bullet points should be used in addition to the example previous provided by the teacher. After introducing the chart to the small group and stating expectations, students should begin their independent time by completing the K section of the chart. They can also write 1 or 2 questions that they've already have in regards to the topic. Students should then take the rest of their independent practice time to read the provided task and complete the chart, making sure to fill out the W and the L sections as their questions and answer anything that comes up. And also, students can participate in small group discussion together in regards to the data they've completed in the chart and how it can be connected to their overall goal. So I'm going to show you actually a chart. So you'll be able to understand. And the questions the teacher might use to facilitate discussions are: what is a question that you had about the text? What you are able to find an answer to that question that you have. Were you able to find a question to the answer that you had in the text? If so, if yes, what was the answer? If no, what are some ways you could explore to find the answer to the question you have? And number 4, how does a teacher know that this particular evidence-based practice is working, or whichever evidence-based practice they're using? A teacher will know if the evidence-based practice is working during the independent work section as the students are completing their graphic organizers in their notebooks. Understanding can also be checked during the discussion portion of the small group section. Students will be provided talking tokens that must be used prior to the end of the discussion time. Students should place their talking tokens in the center of the table when they are ready to share what they've actually learned. They can use the sentence stems placed on the whiteboards or table, as well as accountable talk taking stems, in order to contribute to small group discussions. The teacher can jot down notes in regards to their comprehension of the strategy as well as their understanding of the goal they are working towards. So teachers can use this particular KWL with any small group, instructional, or whole group. for students to be able to, if a teacher is reading a passage or it's independent work, students are reading a passage and they can jot down what they already know, what they want to know, what they've already learned. And on top of your KWL, you can actually put a goal. I would like to, I can also, as a goal and explain what this particular passage is about. And again, teachers can use this anytime they're wanting to get an understanding if students are able to understand what they're reading. And what does a teacher need to do to implement? Again, went over the steps. How does teacher know it's working? And teachers can know it's working if the students are able to tell them what they've learned in this particular passage. And teachers, they'll give it talking tokens to be able to, so when they give a talking token, they can actually share what they've learned and in a small group setting. So this is the KWL chart here. This is one practice of it. And it tells you, what do you know about a particular topic? What do you want to know about a particular topic, and what you learned? What did you learn? You can access what you know about a particular topic before and after you have engaged with it. Fill in the columns below with what you know about the topic, what you want to know, and what you've learned. Then you can actually be able to share this with your group or share this with your teacher, and that way your teacher can generate questions as to if you are actually understanding what you read. The whole idea for this particular evidence-based practice is to get an understanding. Are students able to comprehend what they're actually reading and just not read a passage or a text, but have a full understanding of what they're reading? And by doing this and utilizing the KWL, students can be able to go back and jot down stuff in each column to say, yes, I have a clear understanding of what I am reading or what I have read. Here's another KWL chart right here. Same thing. Complete the graphic organized below about the particular text you're reading. You can name, title of the nonfiction passage you're reading, or fiction passage you're reading, whatever the title of the book that you're actually reading. Up here, we normally put a goal as to what they are, the goal they want to learn about. I can imagine the story, going this way, or I know that I want to learn this about a particular passage, or as a group, we want to know this. And this goal can be, for the whole class or individual. When you're in a small group, each person can put down what they actually want to learn about this particular passage. Or as a small group, the teacher may come up with a goal as to what she wants the students to be able to learn or know at the end of this particular passage. So this is what we have. All right. So it's the KWL chart that you can actually incorporate in during reading groups, so the students can be able to relate what they're learning and what they've already learned, and they can use this with prior knowledge as well. So they can use it, and then also I will provide a link when I'm done with the video, so where you can actually access the video. You can actually access the KWL chart, so that way you can actually look at it and kind of see it. But it's an easy format to where students can actually implement, not too hard, and you can go over it as a group or individually. Independent work. So you can use it doing small groups, instructional. You can do small reading groups. You can do it independent as well. So there's a variety of ways you can actually use this. So I hope you understood understand this is one evidence-based practice that can be used for reading comprehension, which I think is actually good. So thank you so much. Bye.